Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Expanse. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 5 of season 5 of The Expanse. Halfway through, almost. By the end of the episode, we'll be halfway through season 5. It has not disappointed. There has not been one wasted millisecond of this show. It hasn't been boring. I'll tell you that much. It has ramped up. Everyone said, just wait till season 5. If it continues on the trend, I don't know if my heart can take it. Whether it is excitement, whether it is delicious views, you know what I'm saying. Whether or not it is like losing people or just like the shock of a robot stealing the protomolecule, of Marco throwing rocks at Earth, which he could now be throwing the protomolecule at Earth. There's so much that could happen. And it might not even end at the season finale. But let's start at the beginning. Well, housekeeping. I'm very, very sorry about the last 2 episodes. My mic was blown out twice from me yelling in very important parts. Seeing the screaming Firehawk flash across the bottom of the screen was super exciting. Fred Johnson dying. Not exciting. Not exciting at all. But I wish you had heard it. So there's just like a couple things that I think my mic couldn't handle. So I have done adjustments. You should be able to hear me better. I do apologize for that. So anyway, moving on. Let's start with the screaming Firehawk. Let's start with Alex and Bobby. Now that I think I realized, like, I was like, why do they have this ship? I was like, well, who else is it supposed to go to, right? It can't just be floating in space. They might as well. Bobby doesn't have an interest in being a pilot. So 100% I can see why Alex has it, and I can see why it has been renamed the Screaming Firehawk. It is awesome. But they're in pursuit of the Barkeith. And a couple other ships. There were a couple other ships that were in the fleet, and Alex seemed kind of not surprised, but very upset about the fact that there's multiple ships that are involved in this, weapons smuggling, trading with Marco, with the belt. And, he's kind of getting fired up, and Bobby's just like, she's already dealt with it. She's already grieved Mars. She's already found that she can only expend as much emotion as she possibly can when she's talking about, her pet rat dying. And, she could only cry so much. And, at some point, I think Alex might reach that, but it's going to be nice watching him get there, because I love seeing, not that I'm like, oh, I love seeing the anger from Alex, but I like seeing the passion that he is bothered by it. And where before it was like, Alex is always kind of like this happy-go-lucky kind of, I don't want to say lackadaisical by any means, but, like he's a little bit more light. And him being pissed off and him expressing that, and then also kind of expressing it towards Bobby, like, why aren't you mad? And she's kind of like, because I've already been dealing with it, dude. I think that I would love to see more of that passion from Alex. I would also love to see, because especially if they are in pursuit of the Barkeith and they see them, there's no weapons on the Hawk. Can we call it the Hawk? I'm going to call it the Hawk. But there's no weapons on the Hawk. So he's got to do his pilot shit and get the hell out of there. Or chase somebody down. Not quite sure which way that would go. But he needs his time to shine as a pilot. Because that's what he does. That's what Alex do, besides making lasagna. Insert lasagna here. You don't own me. But also with Babbage and Sauveterre, like, I don't know, like, is Babbage working alone? Is Sauveterre working alone? Are they working together? Are they a scapegoat? Like I want some more, especially because if it's someone so high up in like the Mars Navy, I feel like Alex will like really be passionate about that. Now, back on Tycho Station. Holden and Fred are trying to catch whoever took Monica. They got Bull in a box, and they're kind of waiting for, I forget the name of the ship. Anyway, it's like the one thing I didn't write down. But they're waiting for them to come and grab the container so they can figure out who is behind taking Monica. Obviously, we find out that it was probably Sakai because then she shoots Fred Johnson. He's dead. I not only was shocked and horrified, but he was also sleeping above the protomolecule. Brave man, brave man. But then he gets shot in the back. Like he's literally above like the thing that can kill humanity. Just sleeping like a baby. Gets shot in the back. Which I heard from the book that is not the case, that he had like a stroke in like book 6 or something. So like for people who read the book, it was a complete shock. I imagine. It's a complete shock for me. And I had just said I was so happy to have Chad back. And then like I was like, oh, I want the Fred and Christian meetup, and I want them to, you know, have their talk. And Dan on Patreon, you're mean. Keeps rubbing it in. You're just mean. I appreciate it though. Now Holden has Sakai with Monica's help, which she came in clutch. I'm pretty proud of her. That's awkward and odd for me to say because I started out really not liking her because she's very nosy about our crew. I don't like her picking people apart and making them uncomfortable, especially on their turf, on the Rossi. This is a different story, completely. Because now I think instead of it just being a story for her, you know, now like she will be kind of like utilized. She is now the investigator, different type, but she's now the investigator. And I did notice that she kind of got like a little bit of her eye on Sakai's hand terminal. And I think that they actually have her hand terminal unless something happened to it, like it got crushed or it was broken or something. But she was focusing on something. And I don't know if it had coordinates. I don't know if it had, you know, I don't know, like I don't know, passwords to something. But like she was focusing on it and they lingered on it for a hot couple seconds. Now, but unfortunately the robot that came in, and I was wondering last time, I kind of I wasn't really clear about what I asked. I was wondering if Adam Savage created that robot for the show and then they let him put his name on it. Not necessarily like, oh, is that like, you know, just another shout out. Like I know he was in previous episodes. But I was like, that'd be really cool if like Adam Savage was like in his garage building that robot for them to use. But I get that it was CG. It didn't bend the bars. That bothered me. I feel like a big ass robot would bend those bars when it climbed up over to get into Fred Johnson's bed. Either way, it's neither here nor there. If we see the robot again, I hope it gets blown up without the protomolecule. But now we know. Too bad. So sad. Marco has the protomolecule and he has threatened to shoot it at Earth or Mars or anyone that retaliates from the belt, taking over pretty much space. Now, Naomi is on the pillow with Marco and Philip. Not the family reunion you want or that you hoped for, and certainly the information that she learned, it destroyed her. Not only are there millions, probably billions of people on Earth dead, but Philip had a hand in it. And he was proud of it. And it's really interesting that in that moment, Marco like took a dig at his own son. Was just like, oh no, I didn't ask him to take you. He did that on his own. He must need his mother's love. You know, something along those lines. And it's like, yeah, Father of the Year. God, you're an asshole. Like not only are you teaching your son terrorism, but you're teaching him to kill and not have any sort of remorse for it, but then you're treating them like crap in front of everybody. You know, I feel like narcissistic people do that, and then they don't realize that like that ends up making that person that they did that to like not like them so much anymore. And I'm hoping that Philip has a turnaround in character. Now, let me just say though, like he's a terrorist. He killed millions and billions. I don't know how, as a mother, Naomi, like can let go of that. Like, how do you rectify that? Like, how do you, in any way, like, I don't know if I could forgive Philip. Like, I wish him well, but like, that's a lot of fucking people to kill. Like, you know, there's been some people that have killed some people on this show, and like, you know, you kind of have to just like be okay with it. But like, I'm not okay with that. But then at the end of the episode, you see Marco, giving like this speech to everybody, and he's pretty much telling Mars and Earth, stay in your atmospheres. The ring gates are ours. The belt is ours. The outer planets are ours. And he's just claimed space. Bold, terrifying. I keep calling him eyelashes because Keon Alexander has got some pretty freaking eyelashes. But I like Marco as a villain. I don't like Marco as a person. Let's take the two of those apart. As a person, ugh. As a villain, ooh, he's good. He's good. He's too good. I don't like it. Now, Christian and Delgado pretty much save Earth, and millions and billions of people on Earth. And, Nancy Gao is dead. Oh my God, as soon as I said that, I just thought, so is Chef Casey. That sucks. Oh, R.I.P. Chef Casey. You saved so many people. You made Christian fat, but you saved plenty of people. Yikes. Wow. But like now who's in charge? Who do they go to? And everybody was on Luna, like watching, like the rock be destroyed, and they're like, whoo, relief. But like, who's in charge? Who takes over? I don't think anyone's going to ask Christian necessarily to do it. I don't think she's necessarily the right person to do it. Like, she's the right person to like find out this information, but her being in charge, we don't need that. But I'm also worried because Arjun was in New York, most likely, and the second rock hit in Pennsylvania, and she hasn't heard from him. And I don't know if her daughter made it back or not. And I was really confused about the whole daughter part. And I think the reason why is because I had only heard about her having a son. So I assumed that it was her son's wife that was the mother of her grandchild. Like she never said my daughter. So I feel like I just need to clarify that more. Also close to that second hit is Chesapeake, where there's a prison. And in that prison, there's a basement. And in that basement is where Amos is with other mods. This is going to be very hard for me to say out loud. So savor the flavor. But thank God Clarissa has her stupid palatal mod. Ugh. I hate that thing, but thank God she has it. Because I wrote down this name. I wrote this down because I was like, that dude's coming back. Konecheck's going to be a problem, isn't he? Pretty sure. Again, the fact that Clarissa didn't have her mods taken out. Amos was there to help her. I think the only person in the world that she would probably, I don't want to say give her right arm because in this show it could happen, but like she would do something to help Amos because Amos is the only person that's extended compassion, which is not an Amos trait necessarily, but he has done that. And really interesting after he like saw Lydia and there was the whole scene about like when the world hasn't treated you with kindness and you do the right thing anyway, that shows strength. And the fact that he chose to go see Clarissa and help her, and she does not think that she has any value, that she's a lost cause. No one cares about her. And then Amos shows up caring about her and says, people like us. Those are not wasted words on me, that if Amos sees somebody who is like him and he's trying to help them, it's because he has gotten help along the way and has made a change. Oh my God, I love that man. I love that man so much. But I'm not going to call her Peaches. Ugh. Clarissa. Anyway, I got lost in thought. But, the situation that they are probably in is very grim. And I'm making this up in my head, but I feel like they didn't show Konecheck for no reason. I feel like they mentioned that she still had her mods for a reason. The fact that the rock hit so close to the prison, it wasn't just to like shake things up literally. I think it's like shit's gonna go down. Amos fully capable with other human beings to defend himself. Like he'll hit somebody with a wrench, put a flashlight through somebody's eye. Like that's Amos. He's very self-sufficient. In this environment, I'm very scared for him because he's not invincible. Like he can break. He can have his hand shot off. You know, like there are definitely scenarios in which Amos could possibly not make it out of this situation. Now, I don't think that that's necessarily the case, but I still worry about that beautiful face getting hurt. I want him to walk away with all of his appendages and all of his limbs and that beautiful beard. Just like he needs to be in one piece, because when he lost his hand last season, ooh, that was scary. I didn't like that. And I don't like to see Amos in pain, even though I think he's the one person that could handle it better than anybody else. Although remember when he did stab himself with the pain medication when he got shot in the leg. Was it shot in the leg? I'm trying to think back. Was that episode 2, 3? When did they get on the Rossi? 3. No, 4. Oh no, it was episode 5 because no, Shed was still alive. Look at me trying to figure this out. Time to go back and rewatch the first season. It's good stuff. I like it. Okay, guys, I'm not going to waste any more time because I've already wasted a whole lot of time. I have a new brand of rosé. We'll see how it hits. It is a Tuesday, so I can't wait to go to work tomorrow. Other than that, let's get into it. Drummer's faction. Okay, we're going to start with Drummer. Ooh, Drummer. She has the best angry face.
If it hadn't been Marco, it would have been someone else.
It wasn't someone else, it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one who had him in an airlock and let him go.
That is hindsight. You cannot live backward.
You can't.
Right now it's difficult to move forward.
It's not your fault. I mean, I feel like you gotta take it.
Fred Johnson didn't believe that.
I heard he was a good man. For an Earther.
He was a good man. Period.
So they know.
Maybe this means a future without Earth's boot on our neck. Can't be sad about that.
Vienna's never shed tears for us.
It's not gonna be that easy, guys.
Marco Inaros has asked us to meet. We will accept.
That makes me nervous. But I'm glad Oksana said something. I don't know if Drummer would or wouldn't have said anything, but I'm glad she said something. I'm glad she noticed that. Oh. The trees on fire was a bit much, or was it buildings that hurt? Okay, Nadine. I'm giving you a chance. Also giving a new rosé a chance. Let's see. That'll get the job done. Yes.
Bitches. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Building fall on her head. Like they're in the bottom too, right?
That must have been an earthquake.
There was a meteor hit in Africa. Maybe this is the aftershock from that.
If that was an aftershock, that was one hell of a meteor.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was gonna open.
Frame must have buckled.
Just pull.
Come on, girl, click. Do your thing. I know it's inappropriate, but couldn't he have done that shirtless?
Peaches, let's go.
You're not going anywhere.
Wrong.
We're in lockdown.
You're responsible for my safety. I am making myself responsible for hers. And every minute that we spend talking is another minute that we could be getting the fuck out of here.
Valid point.
You know I have friends in high places.
What in particular? Don't do what Amos says, you have to answer to Chrissy. Look at him taking care of her. But where's Konecheck? I'm very worried about him. Not for him. Oh!
Sally, are you okay?
I thought that was a fucking person.
There should be a maintenance ladder in the elevator shaft.
Good idea.
Click, click. I know.
Do you think you can open it? If you use your mind?
We're still way too doped up.
Rona, I got a bad idea.
Oh, I love bad ideas. He does. He's just also psycho. Damn, dude. Yep.
So, what's new?
The change in personality is a bit much, though. Oh. The veins are a bit much. Or mod hoses. I don't know what they are at this point.
Naomi, I need to know where you are. I haven't heard from my parents. Looks like the whole Montana grid collapsed. Couldn't get through to Amos or Alex. Fred Johnson's dead. And they got the sample.
She knows. But thankfully, Drummer, if she meets up with Marco, might find Naomi.
Did I give you an order to do anything other than stand outside this fucking door?
She wouldn't stop smiling at me. I taught a lesson.
You don't get paid to think, right? So stop fucking trying because you fucking suck at it.
Easy, Bull. Good grief. Did he punch her or something? Oh. Well.
At least his little love taps didn't bore me.
No one's gonna come save you. I'll feed you to the mushrooms one finger at a time. And I'll eat them in front of you.
It doesn't have to go that far. You're not some rock hopper scraping by. You had a good life here.
Yeah.
Working on an Urta station for an Urta. And an Urta. And an Urta. You think that's what Belter Lorder want, kid? To be grateful when you tell us what we're allowed to want so we don't have to bother deciding for ourselves?
Is that what was happening?
Was a friend to all Belters.
He was a tourist. Go home in your Lada.
It's time to take the Rossi out for a hunt.
Yes.
Nice try, you're not that smart.
Didn't have to be. Monica's eye captured this as Mia's flight plan. We'll continue this conversation when we get back.
Wait.
You got something to say?
Probably not of value.
See you when you get back.
Even if I could, I don't see a release switch. We'd have to get Tiny up there and have him pry the doors open.
Would you call me? Maybe we could find something that could stick to the walls, like...
I need you to sink one here and here.
Are you kidding?
Just do it.
Does he look like he's fucking kidding?
Tiny, come here.
You should stop calling me that.
See if you can pull this open.
With his fingers? Good job, Tiny. Thought Konecheck was gonna be a threat. He might still be.
Okay, here's how I figure it. We got Tiny, we got 3 guns to make holes. One of you guys go up with him, make the holes, he opens the panels, and then we get the fuck out of here.
And who goes with him?
Odd man. Up you go, Sally.
All right, let's go, Konecheck. Let's move. Who knows how long we got?
Wait, it's one door at a time? Oh, that fucking sucks. Look at him touching her tenderly and nicely. He's not affectionate. He'll give some love, but like not like that. Not with tenderness.
We gotta contact Holden.
No.
They have the protomolecule.
And there's nothing we can do to help him with that. But we might be able to do something about this.
Yeah, you gotta stay on task.
I'm betting these traitors are mixed up in the whole goddamn thing.
Smart girl.
Everything that just went down on Earth and Mars and Tycho, these people are mixed up in it. We can't let them get away. We've got a fast ship. We can run if we have to.
All right.
I hope. In Alex, I trust. Oh. For some reason, I thought that was the Hawk. I was like, what other ship is that? But it's the Pella. I'm so happy Naomi has her hair back. I like that style on her. It's really been on my mind.
Sit. Get to know your son a little.
Ugh.
That's what he wants.
Manipulator.
That's why he brought you here. You are not a prisoner. You are free to go wherever you wish.
Sure.
Then I'll go back to my ship and leave.
That is what you do best. However, I heard that the Chitsumoka isn't your ship. You gave it to Philip. Do you want to give her your ship?
Oh, Marco.
No. I don't know what to say. Boy has a mind of his own.
He is triggering me. It's like every manipulative boyfriend. Aww. He made all that food.
Need to play with her like that.
I don't know what the big guy's name is, but I like him.
You're angry with me.
I'm disappointed.
Ow.
Did you want to save her? Do you think that she can be saved?
Saved from what?
That is what disappoints me the most.
Oh, God.
We are at the most important juncture in the history of our people. I need you by my side, clear of mine.
I hate him so much.
You have every right to be angry with your mother, to be sad about what she did to you, what she did to all of us. Feel whatever you feel, but you can't let those feelings rule you.
Just light a fire and then tell him that he's not allowed to smoke. Okay.
Hey, Knuckles. I'm recalibrating the scrubbers. Waste more water than it has to. You know, mashing tech.
I see an out. He's gonna help her.
We'll start working together like old times. And everything will be the way it was.
He's trying.
Just trying to take your mind off of things.
No, I hoped that you would be there for Philip. That there was still enough good in you to make him more like you. And not like his father. Stop calling me that. And I will never forgive you for that.
We had to do it. Did you forget? They make us thirst for water. They make us gasp for air. The inners will never share the bounty from the new worlds, and we can't go claim them for ourselves. You know that better than anyone. You tried to live on Illis, and your body failed like most Belters would. And the ones who can adapt, their children won't be Belter anymore. Marco is trying to build something for all the children of the Belt.
And he's building it on a river of blood. With your help.
I understand both sides of that argument. Oh, I want to hug him. His name's Sin?
There's 9 levels of prison above us.
Unless there was a cave-in or a fire. Unless they're already dead.
We could be underwater. Oh!
Charlie!
Oh.
Konecheck, get the fuck down here! I will open fire!
You fell off! He was bitching about his leg for the last half hour. I must have gave out.
I said get your ass down here!
No! You come up!
Shoot him up his ass! Poor Sully. I don't even care who he's giving the attention to, but having, like, Amos be attentive and affectionate whatsoever is actually very nice.
Tiny! Stop screwing around and we'll throw you off this thing and come up with a plan B after.
Just fucking around.
Well, stop. Oh, God.
It's over. Let's just keep.
Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, I don't like it! Did Tiny get small enough?
Fuck you, God! You missed again!
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, look! That's daylight!
Okay. Well, 5 more panels?
How
6
can
more?
that be daylight?
Where's the prison? Not anymore. Holy shit. Getting something to eat, girl? Yeah, I know you're probably so hungry. It's a really nice ship for Belters, I would think, right? High-tech Martian microwave? Oh, are you gonna make a cup of coffee and think of Holden?
Thinking of your Urta?
Sure is. What about it?
Odin.
Mm-hmm.
Famous for drinking coffee and saving the system with his crew of Urters, Martians, and Belters. In the
Yep.
mighty Rocinante.
Mighty Rocinante.
The Gamara Code. You still feel bad about that ship?
Yeah.
After what you did to Marco, he will never let you go. There is only one way you will ever leave this ship.
Kicking, screaming, dead, but she'll fight for her life every step of the way. Smart? What are you doing? Not right now, Naomi.
Marco, I need to speak with you.
Not now.
Girl, no, now's not the time. I also get cranky when I don't eat. She needs to eat something and then regroup and come up with a better plan. Because stabbing him with a butter knife is not gonna work. Not quite a steak knife, but not a butter knife. Girl, girl.
We are busy. And you have no business here.
Did he know that was going down? Hey, eyelashes. Hate his guts, but nice eyelashes. God, they look so much alike. It's uncanny.
Grateful to me for taking you. You saved your life.
Wait, what does that mean? What was gonna happen on Palace Station? Was it Palace Station or just then? I don't know what he's saying, like that he saved her life. Oh. That's why nobody was answering. There's no need to answer the call. Konecheck, you are worrying me. Wow.
It must have been one hell of a rock.
Uh-huh. Let him go! Clarissa, click it! Oh, no, not my boy! Oh my god, not my boy! Thank you. Oh my god! Oh my god! Amos! Peaches, I don't care what I have to call you. Save his fucking life right now. Oh, that'll do it. Then there's that. Great option. She tried. You tried, Clarissa. I'm proud of you. How about that? I really am.
What do we do now?
Yeah. We gotta get out of here.
Now, can we trust any of these people on our ship? Like, they're not all with Marco, right? Like, there's not like a conspiracy? Like this chick that they keep focusing on?
Which one's the pilot? You're looking at him. Qualified in MLCRs for the Corps.
It's a bit more to flying Rossi than a Marine dropship.
I can handle it.
Are you sure? You ain't no Alex.
He wasn't trying to punish you. He was just...
I know what he was doing. Proving his loyalty. Trying to stay on his father's good side.
Don't decide his reasons for him. You don't know the boy. Not yet.
Oh.
Initiating procedures check.
You watch it there, Naomi. Don't do something you're gonna regret, girl.
Did Marco slip the Augustin Gamora code into the Rossi?
Yes, 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 yes!
Jim, do not start the Rossi drive. The reactor code's been sabotaged. It will blow if you do. I repeat, do not start the drive. I'm being held captive by Marco.
I'm shutting down the reactor. What? Why?
Oh my god.
We have to shut it down.
How the hell do you know that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holden.
What happened? Tell me what happened! Tell me what happened!
She just saved Holden's life and my ship. But we're gonna go find my other ship. The Hawk. That's what I'm calling it. She's pretty.
Time to do your stuff, fly boy. Try not to get spotted.
Easy for you to say.
You can do this, Alex. You can do it in your sleep. Although racing ship will be new for him.
The escorts aren't moving. Why?
Uh-oh.
The frigates are the weapons, that's the deal. This is Marco Inaros' Free Navy. His belters on our Martian ships.
Crap, they pinged us.
Shit!
Time to go. The juice.
Here comes the juice. Do your Alex shit. It never looks comfortable, no matter how many times they do it. So if they're in pursuit, they might be shooting missiles. I have faith in Alex. Oh my god.
All right, hang tight.
I'm so happy to see Alex do the shit.
We have to send ship profiles to Avasarala.
Yes. Damn it.
They're jamming us.
You gotta get out of range.
We're not gonna make it.
Turn it up to 11. Yeah, of course you are. You got Alex piloting.
To try.
I love when Alex tries new things. Oh. Come on, Alex. What are you gonna do? A core dump? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. these away because I don't need them because the damn episode is over. Mother of God. I am thoroughly sweaty. Like I always say, these episodes end with like insanity. Like so much happens throughout and then like boom, core dump. Hawk just floats into oblivion. I don't know what the core thing is. Like, are there because they don't have any weapons to fire, so he can't use the recoil to get back on course. Hopefully there's like oxygen they can disperse to like straighten. I don't know. Oh shit. I was so excited to see Alex do what Alex does, which is some pilot shit. Ooh, he certainly did. He did not disappoint. But also Naomi saving the Rossi, saving Holden, saving Bull, but like saving the ship. Oh my God, I did not want her to take that wrench to sin, but you know what? A lot happened. Jesus, that was an hour of television. We're so lucky with what we get. And I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Ty Frank are friends now. He is a friend of the channel. He's very happy that I love Amos as much as I do, which hopefully he doesn't show any of this to Wes, because I will be so embarrassed. But somebody called me like little funny, what did they say? Funny simpin' gal or something like that. Yes, of course. Yes. I kind of knew that Konecheck would come into play somehow. Did not figure getting them out. Going by the name Tiny. But I certainly knew that he would be a problem. Thankfully he wasn't much of a problem to the end. He might have killed the other guard. I'm not sure, but we know for sure he killed that other guy. Amos. Showing compassion and actual affection, like him, like gently guiding Clarissa, like even like the tiny little touch. That's not something you see Amos do. Like he's very careful with her. I would say that he's treating her like a child, or like he's pulling from the memories of him being a child. Because, you know, we saw it with May when he took May's hand and like the softness that overcame him. So we definitely know he has it in him. I just haven't seen it with another adult. Like we saw how hard he was with Wei. Way, Jesus. But like him extending that to Clarissa, I think he knows that she's fragile. I think he knows where her mind's at, and her just even being happy feeling wind. I know, like, being in prison, like, the point is to deprive you of things that you would enjoy. Her just being even happy about the win. Like, it's heartbreaking. And I love that, like, he looked at the other guard and was just like, when she's mentioning that it was her weekend for her kid, and, like, he's like, go be with your kid. Like, this prison doesn't matter. It does not matter. The fact that it was just like those like 5 people that survived, 6 people, you know, that it was those 6 people that were, I mean, there's probably people that are trapped. There's probably other prisoners that are trapped. The wrestling move that he pulled to throw Konecheck back down the elevator chute. I am mad. I really didn't think that that's how that whole thing would go. I thought that she would have to click to defend him. And she tried. And I was like, okay, here it goes. And that's not what happened. I can't, like, there's so many times where, like, I feel like I got to read on this show. And I'm like, oh, I can predict what's going to happen. No. Nope. Marco. Not only is he continually manipulating everybody around him, but the way he speaks to Naomi And I really loved that Sin was like, you don't have to do that to her. I really do appreciate that from him. But the way he manipulates Philip is just disgusting. Such a great character, such a horrible man. And like, a lot of people were upset about how I felt about Bull and how I said, like, I don't trust him. And there's the way that certain people present themselves that I just will not be around. Someone like Bull, who behaves that way, who speaks that way, who's racist openly about it. Someone who doesn't have empathy or compassion or any heart whatsoever. Maybe he did towards Fred. Maybe he does towards Earthers. You know, maybe he does towards his mission. But like someone like him, I will not place myself in the same situation, scenario, presence. So automatically, I don't like Bull. I don't trust Bull. I don't trust Bull with my feelings. I don't trust Bull with my body. I don't trust Bull at all. With Marco, it's kind of the same way. I do not trust a manipulator or a narcissist. I've had plenty of those people in my life, and I'm not trying to make it about me, but like I've had enough people in my life that when I feel like I'm being manipulated, I don't care if it's a telemarketer. I don't care if it's a politician, a guy I've gone out on a date with. I don't care. I can feel it, and I don't like the way it feels, and I don't like the way Marco makes me feel. And like, here's the thing is like, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to call him eyelashes. I'm not calling him eyelashes anymore. I would rather call Clarissa Peaches than call Marco eyelashes. But like the manipulation that he's able to have over his son, what he tries to have over Naomi, what he has over his crew, because we saw it with Sin. We saw it. Like, yeah, the guy can spin a yarn. He can tell a tale. He can, you know, he's able to project things beautifully. He can say things with the charisma that he has. My whole problem with that is that I can feel that manipulation and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And kudos to Naomi for getting the hell out of that. But the fact that she left Philip behind and, you know, like she just remembers him as a baby. And she was like yelling at Sin, like, you were supposed to help him. Like you were supposed to, you know, protect him. That really wasn't his job. It was her job. And I don't condone kidnapping either. But I do feel like if she had, he would have had a way different life. Oh. When Marco says, oh, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Those are words that like will destroy a child. He is intent on hurting Philip in that moment. He knows those words will hurt Philip. Fuck you. Oof. 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 I was like, I'm going to be torn about how I feel about Marco. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. To her with Murtry, it was just like, ugh, I hate you. I don't like you. And like, no one would like really just be like, why do you hate Murtry? Everyone knows why you hate Murtry. But like with Marco, like there was a possibility of just being like swayed. And where I can see Sin's side where he wants to like elevate the belt because air, water, freedom, all of that has been withheld from the Belters because of the other planets. I get it. I get the frustration. I get the anger. I get the desire to declare independence. But killing billions of people is quite a bit. Where I understand where he's coming from. I also understand very clearly what it's like to feel that manipulation, to be manipulated by a narcissist. No, thank you. No, thank you. You know, now I'm rethinking the whole butter knife scenario. I was like, girl, like, no, you can't do that. I was like, Naomi, eat a Snickers. Like, you'll feel differently. You'll come up with a different plan. Boy, I don't like him. And Sakai, like how she's being interrogated and she doesn't like really give anything away. And she kind of keeps up the act. And like, you can tell it's an act. You can tell that like she's putting on this show, you know, so it doesn't look like she's defeated, that she's hurt. Go ahead, kill me. Like there's nothing you can do to me that hasn't already been done to me. Like stuff like that where it's it's very much a show, but like once she knows that Monica saw the flight plan, she's like, I'll see you when you get back. But then like you can see the look on her face where she's like, shit. The fact that Marco tried to kill Holden. I ain't gonna forget that. I'll tell you that much. Woo! Oh, I don't like him. Oh, I don't like him. See, he hasn't done anything to Amos yet. And that's where I come in guns blazing. I see red flames shooting out of my ears. You're lucky Amos is on Earth. Oh, holy shit. Nothing from Christian. I think we got a lot though from the last episode with Christian. So I think like we need a hot second. But I think if Amos is able to call Chrissy and get some help, my brain is like swimming. It's not even the rosé. Gonna have to go for Rose B next time. Oh, dad joke. Or as I like to call it, a faux pas, because I am not a dad. I'm an imposter. Speaking of dads, Marco sucks. Gonna take a dig wherever I can. Drummer was at the beginning, and I don't think that we got enough, but the fact that she is willing to take a meeting with Marco, I don't think it's because she's like, yeah, I'm on your side. I think she just wants to be closer. Whether it is to help Naomi. Now, she doesn't know Naomi's on the Pella, but I don't know what her plan is. To kill Marco, save Philip, stop Marco, save Philip. But I'll tell you, she has the best I'm fucking pissed and I'm going to do something about it face. I am like way afraid of her. Like I love when she has her light moments. Like even like when she is with Oksana and they have their moment and she needs an escape from whatever she's feeling. Like very lovely. When she's lighter, very lovely. When she's angry, run, fly away, far away, get away from her. She's scary. And I love it. I love that I don't want to say she's on our side, but I'm on her side, I guess. Whatever side Marco is not on is the side I'm on. Earth, Mars, the Belters who don't want to be intertwined with Marco. And you could kind of see like the crew on her ship or the family on her ship. That they are kind of like, we don't all agree, but we know that like Mars and Earth definitely all think that we were celebrating and that we're, happy about this, and that like it's nice to see that they weren't all happy about it, like that they weren't celebrating, like they're like, oh, that there was dancing on Palace and Ceres Station, and we know that there wasn't. Like, there's no way that like every Belter was thrilled about this. You have to know that they were terrified. But the fact of the matter is that it's all about perception. So Earth and Mars can very well think that. Where Marco thinks that he helped, he really hurt a lot. Damn it. Okay. Let's talk about what we think is going to happen on the next episode. Hopefully we get some more of Christian. Figuring some shit out. Finding out who's in charge. Holden removing whatever, because obviously Sakai was on. Oh, that's why she said it. That's why she said it. She knew what was going to happen to the Rossi if that reactor fired. Oh, fuck. Well, hopefully Holden does get to go see her when he gets back. Just be like, hey, too bad, so sad, your plan didn't work. I can't believe I said I liked her. She had the spunk. She had the tenacity. She wasn't putting up with Bull's bullshit. And, fuck. Me. So I guess next episode, we might have that face off. I don't know. Naomi is in isolation. She wants to know what happened. She doesn't know if Holden is alive or if he's dead. I'm so happy she got that hand terminal and was able to call him. Obviously, they're not going to destroy the Rossi. Obviously, they're not going to they're not going to kill Holden. But the fact that Marco tried. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. That's my family. That's my family. You don't do that to my family. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Hopefully we figure out what Alex and Bobby are able to do if they don't have a core in their ship. Again, I'm thinking of a reactor core like in Star Trek, where they still have like thrusters and whatnot afterwards. They just can't go to warp, which I know warp isn't a thing. I don't know if like the Epstein drive still works without a core. The one thing is that they don't concentrate a lot on the ships necessarily on the show, so I don't necessarily know how they work. Like, it took until season 4 for me to realize like what starts a reactor. So there's that. Jesus, the only thing that I can possibly like even imagine is literally Amos and Clarissa finding a place to like be, because it's not the best time to be outside. God, I don't know where they go from here. I don't know where any of this goes from here. I love this show because I always end it with so many questions, and there's like so much meat, and there was like just like some juicy meat to like just sink my teeth into in this episode. It's fucking delightful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction for this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as full-length reactions to all the other episodes. Early reactions up to 2 early for The Expanse. So I always say if you want to go into the future, but if you want to know my reaction for anybody else on YouTube, Patreon, it's a place to be. Also full-length reactions for The Last of Us, Vox Machina, which just came back and is stellar. It was really funny that Bull said that he was going to feed her to the mushrooms, and then all I could instantly think of was cordyceps. If you've seen The Last of Us, you know what I'm talking about. Terrifying. But yeah, all of those full-length reactions will be available on my Patreon. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of Marco? I don't know if I called him Marcos, and if I did, I know Xander put the counter in there. The rosé adds an S. It adds an S. If his name wasn't Marco and Naros, if it was Marco and Naro, I think it'd be different. I would say Marco. A lot easier. The Naros is what throws me off. But what do you guys think of Marco? Like, I think he's a fantastic villain. Keon Alexander is just a wonderful actor. Like, he plays him beautifully. Beautifully. But like what do you guys think of him? I know what Dan thinks. Dan, stop it. Oh my gosh, I am like sweating. I'm sweating. I don't have my heat on. I don't have my heating blanket on. I just have a sweatshirt on, and I am sweating. I am so hyped. I would love to watch the next episode, but I cannot, because a girl's got a 9 to 5 to keep all of this running. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to finish my rosé, and I'm going to think about Amos and Marco. Okay. I'll see ya.